Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
And there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there. By the way, a lot of shark attacks lately. Do you notice that? A lot of shark. I watched some guys justifying it today. Well, they weren't really that angry. They bit off the young lady's leg because of the fact that they were not hungry, but they misunderstood who she was. These people are crazy. He said there's no problem with sharks. They just didn't really understand a young woman swimming now really got decimated, and other people too. A lot of shark attacks. So I said, so there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards, or here. Do I get electrocuted if the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking? Do I stay on top of the boat and get electrocuted? Or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted? Because I will tell you, he didn't know the answer. He said, nobody's ever asked me that question. I said, I think it's a good question. I think there's a lot of electric current coming through that water. But you know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time.
There you go.
The only thing, did we have when he's making the windmill sounds? Yeah. That's the only thing the shark electrocuted. What's the other part of this story? The shark something electrocution.
There's a shark on one
battery.
side and an electric cable on the other side. I'm taking electrocution.
I thought nothing would ever replace in my heart the bird windmill cancer speech that had the, you remember the him make. Yeah. So when you thought maybe that'd be the craziest thing you'd hear, no, replaced by the shark boat thing.
You got the zzz on the one side and the do on the one side, and the windmills are going rear. I'm a stable genius, man, woman, rear.
Carlos.
Man, we are battling against stupid in this country.
Yeah.
I can't. Exactly. I can't believe we marinated it. And I still every day I'm like, I can't. Okay. You said, as far as I can tell, Hunter Biden's lies didn't get Ashley Babbitt killed. Yes, there's that. And as we were saying, one crazy, conspiracy theory replaces another. So now the whole two systems of justice, rigged, whatever, jury's rigged in Delaware, blah, it's all blown up. But now it's right on to, there's still two systems of justice, and Hunter Biden was guilty, but Donald Trump's innocent. And what else? Hunter Biden, or Biden crime family, his real crimes are blah, blah, blah. It just never ends, right?
Yeah, and I said if only Hunter had a Judge Cannon just delayed the trial, then they wouldn't be mad about anything.
Yeah.
The trial would never have occurred.
Yeah, well, first of all, it was a Trump-appointed prosecutor and a Trump-appointed judge. And did you hear any whining from the president or from Democrats? No.
No, they have an answer for everything that is just to prevent them from having to live the truth.
Right. Yeah.
The Democrats probably built that stage in Vegas, and it was the Democrats probably took all their shade and the Democrats are the ones that made them stand out in the heat and made Donald Trump take that billionaire dinner in the night in air conditioning. That's the Democrats' fault.
By the way, we kind of just made reference to it here, but beyond his criminality and corruption and blinding just stupidity, he's the weirdest human in the world. So when asked about, the Hunter case last week, Trump recalled the troubles of his brother Fred, who died at 42 from alcoholism. Mm-hmm. And he said, he was the best looking person you've ever seen. He's just so weird and shallow and everything looks oriented.
Yeah.
Like, what? You're talking about your brother dying. And he says, everything was perfect, best looking person. Like, what? But he had an addiction. I mean, he's just, for anybody that thinks this is somehow a political win for him, as I was saying, they don't understand the pain of millions of American families and how sad this, even all the jurors said this was a ridiculous waste of time, a waste of taxpayer money, should never have been brought.
Yeah, because people committing the same offenses are never, ever actually brought to trial. It's very rare, right?
Right.
These types of crimes are never really even prosecuted or brought to trial. So,
I mean, some of the jurors, one juror said the case seemed like a waste of taxpayer dollars. Another said she didn't feel a prison sentence was warranted. One alluded to the one moment on the witness stand when Hallie Biden discarded the weapon 11 days after Hunter bought it. She said when he said he didn't want that gun back, if he had just taken possession of that gun, I don't even know there'd been a trial. I mean, the whole thing is, even right-wingers, Carlos, if any of them are being honest, know that this was a complete bull. And the reason that the plea deal blew up is because of right-wing douchebags. And I said, are you happy now that you got someone that's clean for years and is raising a young son to go to prison? Who does that help? Just because it hurts Joe Biden, you're happy about it.
And meanwhile, what's his name? Kushner rakes in $2 billion from the Saudis.
I mean, it's never enough for them. They were screaming, "Oh, sweetheart deal! He's getting a sweetheart deal," which is why this whole plea deal fell apart and why we got here. And it's just such a sad human tragedy.
About Judge Cannon delaying the trial, and somebody said it best: if you're innocent, if you are like Harrison Ford in the what was it in the Fugitive, you want a fast, speedy trial to exonerate yourself, and you want to testify. I wanted to testify. I was walking up to the stand, and then a shark came out, and there were windmills, and they didn't let me do it.
Do sharks get windmill cancer? That's
They
the real
might.
question.
Yeah.
They might.
Killer whales do, but sharks don't.
As much as hippos gets king cancer.
Exactly.
We just saw someone putting sunblock on a hippo, a baby hippopotamus.
It was so cute.
Who's gonna a protected nose?
No climate change going on.
No.
Yeah,
Perfectly normal. I'm putting Paba on the hippo.
Exactly. Yeah, but we were just saying they're just so hypocritical and nasty at this point. We were saying too, like they seem to it's only people from the left that we were talking about even guests we've had on that have been honest about their drug addiction in the past, that how mean people are online. But boy, they didn't have a thing to say about drug, Rush Limbaugh or Ronnie Jackson or whatever. But they just had to hound Hunter Biden right into prison, hunt him for years.
And again, Hunter's not the president.
Right.
Hunter's not the guy we're voting for to lead the country. Trump is. What about 4,000 trials in his life? All these failed businesses, diverting money to steal from cancer treatment. All kinds of insane landlords keeping people from buying apartments. He's just the worst.
Right.
How many trials has he had, or how many juries has he had to?
I'm sorry. I was
Thousands
looking
of criminal charges against this guy his whole life.
Yeah. I'm looking for a good sign. Also because we brought up animals and you brought up climate change. I'm looking for any good sign, Carlos.
Any good sign.
The reported birth of a rare white buffalo calf in Yellowstone fulfills a Lakota prophecy. The reported birth of a rare white buffalo in Yellowstone National Park fulfills a Lakota prophecy that portends better times.
Oh.
I hope so. Just don't let the Trump brothers go and try to kill it. Can I go and shoot it?
According to members of the American Indian tribe who cautioned that it's also a signal that more must be done to protect the earth and its animals. So things are going to be. I'm taking that the white buffalo, Chris, to mean that Biden's going to win.
It
We're going
portends
to
good news
protect
in
the
our
animals
country,
and the
hopefully.
climate, but we have to make sure we get out and vote. The white buffalo is urging you to get out and vote.
But Trump supporters would take that as a sign that Trump is going to win.
It would make my heart soar like a hawk if you would get.
Hi, man. The buffalo was white. Was no Black Lives Matter buffalo.
Yeah, Trump supporters are going to totally see that as a sign for their side.
Yep.
No.
He's right.
No, better times means, okay, democracy, and, we can still have nice things. Okay. You tweeted, you cannot both support those who stormed the Capitol and those who stormed the beaches at Normandy. I support the latter. Thank you. That
Yes,
seemed to
you
be
can't.
pretty simple.
And they will tell you, veterans will tell you that. I fought for the right in this country for fair and free elections and to accept the results. And you can't do a false equivalence. Well, Hillary didn't like the result of the election either. Well, yeah, Hillary didn't foment a riot to go and storm the Capitol either.
Right.
Yeah, and you said...
And she showed up at the inauguration.
You said Liz...
And she called to congratulate him.
You said Liz Cheney did not accept January 6th. This has nothing to do with progressive policies. It has to do with a sociopath who can't accept losing.
Absolutely true, because people want to put that on them being liberal. It has nothing to do with being conservative or liberal. Again, the guy's crazy. He's demonstrably crazy. A loser, a whiner, a cheater, fake bone spurs, draft dodging. And if you're a veteran, back to Normandy, if you're a veteran and he said John McCain is not a hero,
and
how are you voting for the guy? What kind of drugs are still in your system?
And you just mentioned Project 2025. I mean, we mentioned this yesterday, but one of the things in it, of course, is mandatory military service. How about a draft dodging Bone Spur, Captain Bone Spur, being commander in chief and making your kids.
Barron was going to go, but there was a shark.
Too tall.
He got caught up in a windmill. He's stuck there. We can't get him down to report for military duty. He's up there. Barron! You
think Barron would go into service?
Yeah.
Hell no.
No, you must be this
John
tall.
Fogerty ain't no senator's son.
You retweeted Lincoln Project, who said the difference between Project 2025 and Trump's usual authoritarian ravings is that Project 2025 is not an empty threat, is a concrete plan that will roll back your rights and put the government in your life. We've been warned. I mean, this small government party bull is long gone for the Republican Party. As long as a right-wing government is in charge, they're all for big government, right?
Yeah, I really think, beyond them sort of touting Putin, talking points from Putin's network, television
Did you say
network.
Putin?
They really want to be like Putin. They really want to be like Putin. They want a white Russia, Christian nation, male, alpha, beat up, punch, incel. That's what they want. They're so afraid. White people, when Obama became president, it lit the fire of white fear going, we ain't going to be the majority anymore, so we got to do anything we can. Make more white babies, get more guns, put liars in office.
Yep.
Religion.
You also retweeted Donald Trump just called for abortion to be eradicated entirely. The latest polls show independents and women voters abandoning Trump in huge numbers due to Trump's stance on abortion. Retweets, all Americans know Trump wants to ban abortion. Again, they're saying it all out loud. Mm-hmm. He just spoke, in front of an organization that believes in absolutely no exceptions for any reason. And he's like, I'm with you. I stand with you.
Okay, will you vote for me? By the way, I don't care about you. I just need your vote. What do you stand for? Because I'll stand for it because I just need it. I just need any stupid drones to show up at the polls and just vote. Put my name down. That's Trump.
He said to their face in Vegas, he said, I don't care about you.
Now they want to foment some kind of terrorist attack. They're all hoping for it to happen.
Oh, he said it.
Broadcasting that they want it to happen. If you're a Blade Runner fan and you ever see Pris die when she gets shot and she's just flapping on the ground, that's what Trump is doing. He's like, check out the
disturbing.
He is like Robert De Niro.
No, he's saying it all out loud. He's saying it all out loud. He said to the crowd, I don't care about you. He said there's 100% going to be a terrorist attack on American soil before the election. I'm like, really? What do you know? Yeah. That you're obviously not going to stop. I'm not
going to stop the terrorist attack, and I'm not going to get that hostage out of the Soviet Union.
Right.
If you elect me now, I'll do it now. Why don't we skip the election if you want to prevent a terrorist attack?
Yeah.
Because I negotiated and released 5,000 Taliban prisoners.
Traitor, through and through. Yeah. I believe he told us that. He did say that out loud previously, didn't he?
He did.
I don't know
I
why.
am a traitor.
I know. I've been trying to tell people.
Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. I hope you'll join me on my new audio podcast, Justice Matters. I'll be using my 30 years as a federal prosecutor and Army JAG to unpack, break down, and explain the legal issues of the day, particularly where the legal intersects with the political. Please look for Justice Matters with Glenn Kirshner wherever you generally get your podcasts.